All right, welcome aboard, boys and girls. It is time for Sketching the Privateer. I am your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and it's good to see you. I'm a little bit more acclimated to life after Maine. Full week since we got back, me and my brother. So uh, let's get started with what's going on today. I want to thank you guys for being here. First of all, let's check the chat, see who's here. Uh oh. Wait a minute. I lost the chat. What is going on? That's very strange, but that's okay. Luckily, I know who was here first because I can look at the YouTube chat and see what was going on. That's really strange that it disappeared like that. First guy up today was Vince Womack. He says, "Heidi ho to all you nerds and nerdettes." And he put up all the links for all my stuff. I appreciate it, man. Let's see. He says, I'm hiding. Yeah. For some reason, it wiped out the chat before I got started. It may be because I resaved the settings on here. StreamYards has got some new features, as you can see. I look like I'm in a round box now. It's got some neat stuff that they're doing. And you didn't see a countdown this time because they actually have it where you can upload a starter video and stuff like that. Low Spec is here. What's going on? Low Spec Linux Gaming. The Penguin is in the house. Yes. But anyway, thanks for being here, guys. Let me adjust this camera just a little bit. Yeah, that's better right there. Okay. So we want to get into what we're doing today. I told you guys we'd try and finish the cover art today. Let me go ahead and bring that up real fast like. Here we go, right here. Hope you guys are having a good week. I'm having a pretty good one. Just getting, like I said, just first week back in town, getting used to life back here in the South. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pop this up because I just want to show you what kind of a difference all this contrast we've been working on makes. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the video here. The time-lapse video, but I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and rush it forward a little bit. Now that's the regular black work going in there, right? And then to use some colors. And like I said, I should have just done all the black first, but I kept bouncing back and forth between the colors, and I made a huge mistake and put all the colors on the same level as the black. But what I want you to see is when I start putting the detail in. See some of it there. When I start putting it in here, I'll go ahead and slow down a little bit. Okay, you see, I had to redo that guy in the helicopter a few times. He was too big, I thought. Okay, so I had to make him smaller. And then, hang on, if I can get a hold of this thing again. Oh, looks like I've lost control of it this time. There it goes. Okay, there it is right there. This is what I want you to see. Take a good look at where we started putting the contrast in, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It makes the picture look so much different. Before, all we had was black lines and color, right? And then we started putting the contrast in. And that's what makes the colors really pop, is when you start putting the shades into the. And we do need to put some highlights in here, which we'll do this time around. We've done all the shading pretty much, though. I think I might darken up the bottom of the helicopter a little bit more. Might even go completely black with it. I'm not sure. We'll decide that here in a minute. But you see the difference with all of this stuff being put in. I mean, it's day and night what it looked like before, So, and I can actually visually all in one pop show you the big difference between it. What we can do is I can come in here And let's go ahead and pop this into full mode. And then if I turn off the black and white, there's your difference. Take a look at that. And then when you turn the black back on, it just gives the picture so much more depth and everything. So that's why you're doing this stuff. Let's see. What are we talking about? Vince says, today I learned when it comes to drawing and other stuff, you need to know when to stop. Yeah, sometimes you got to stop and step back and take a look at your work. When I that's a good point, man. When I started working on this, uh, he was way too big in the picture. I mean, he looked like a giant hanging out the side of the helicopter. I had to reduce his size. Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't him. It was his hand. That forward hand with the pistol in it. I had it way too big. Um, Actually, I think I have a picture of it somewhere, but I can't really show you right now. But let's see. Yesterday during Comics Division stream, I just started drawing a Harley Quinn, and it turned out okay for me at my level. Cool. That's kick ass, man. You should, Vince, send it to me. I want to see it. If I can give you any pointers, I will. Constructive criticism. I won't trash your stuff. Let's see. Today I ruined it with some experiments with a marker felt pen. Yeah, dude, get into this. Do this. Do some digital because there's a back button. If you do something you don't like, you can erase it. It's that simple. I'm thinking we need to go darker on the bottom of the helicopter. Might even need to go black. Let's take a look at what black would look like on the bottom of this before we keep going. But yeah, you're right. You need to stop, step back, look at your stuff every once in a while, because if you just get enthralled in the details, it'll take away from a lot of stuff there, man. Let's see. I guess I'll just syrup it up. Yeah. Let's just. Oh, yeah. See, I got to make sure I'm on the right layer. It just told me, hey, you sure you want to mess with this layer? We want to be on the black layer. Okay. And I'm just going to do up the bottom of it here. But what I'm going to do, actually, that's right. It's not going to work on this thing. Well, it might work on this level because I'm not on the color part. Let's get what I'm trying to do is I did draw a line for the bottom of it. Oh, went outside of it. Don't want to do that. Got to slow down when you get close to the edge. I want to make this line thicker. Okay. And we're just going to take a look at it and see what it looks like. I can always go back, right? But we want to take a look at this because I'm struggling with, do we make it black or, the ocean reflects light. So there might be some light reflected up at the bottom of this thing. But let's take a look and see if we can fill this in. Now, what I need to do is turn off the color and see. Yeah, I should be able to fill that in. Of course, I could always do it on the highlights layer, couldn't I? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. We're on the right one. Let's take that and let's see if we can fill this thing in. That's this one. Automatic. Yeah, we can do it. Just got to do it line by line. Oh, nope. Don't want to do that. Oops. Back. So, yeah, let's just syrup it up. That could take a while. I put all those lines in there. I could do it on another layer, but I don't want to get too many layers going on this thing. Well, what do you think, guys? Is that going to look better with it black? I'm kind of thinking no. So let's go ahead and go back. See, Nothing to it. That's why I say try and do it digitally, Big Daddy, because Vince, you know, I don't think I'd ever worked on a comic book because I'm really good at pencils, but I don't think I'd have ever done something like this unless I could do it digitally and I could fix mistakes. Because pen and ink and stuff like markers, like you were talking about, you make a mistake, you learned yesterday, you can't fix it. It's you got to trash it and start over, right? Um, See, but the fun part now is that the marker pen is visible from the back. Guess what part of Harley I'm drawing next? I can only guess. I don't want to. I don't want to speculate. Low Specs grinning. Hey Joe, no music today. Someone needs to be sharking for pearls. You're absolutely correct. Thank you very much. I should have had that up. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I can make that happen inside of a couple of seconds. But the first thing I'm going to have to do is stop sharing what I've got and reshare it with sound, right? Let's see, entire. And let's turn the sound on. Thank you very much, Big Daddy. Forgot all about that. Let's get my brother's music going. Sharking for pearls. He's working on the deep. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and put it on shuffle. Get the ads out of the way and get her going. That's a little loud. Let me crank that down. There we go. Thanks a lot, Vince. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're not going to make that black. I think what we're going to do, though, is we're going to accentuate that curve by giving it a little bit of a... we're still on that, so... I'm going to make this line a little thicker, I think. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's take that. Bring it across here. Ah, shoot. I am messing up. Look at this. I'm just messing my stuff up. Okay, let's get the whole thing in here. And then let's go ahead and tighten this up a little bit. Okay, that's good. Now let's make one just about parallel to it. Damn it. I hate it when my hand slips. Okay. Yeah, it looks okay. But really it doesn't. Let's take it from here. Bring it around this way. Down to here. There we go. I like that. And then we'll take this. Finish that up here. Like that. We'll just fill that in black. Stop it. God, I hate it when this thing doesn't register that I'm trying to pinch it down. I'm trying to look at details here. Okay. Okay, so I think if we continue with this black, like Vince mentioned earlier, you can do too much. Oh, come on. I am trying to pinch this thing. What is your problem? Okay, there we go. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll call it a day on that. And let's take a look and see if anything else really needs some shading. I don't think there is. Maybe the helicopter pilot. Yeah, let's get some shading on that dude. Right? The light's coming top, left. Perhaps we'll have... Okay, we've got this thing in the window, but that's really... It's bouncing off of the... it's really bouncing off of the windshield itself on the black. It's not really going to affect the rest of it, so let's go ahead and get his collar in here for his jacket. Let's get some shading on this stuff. All right. And then we'll get the bottom of his arm here. Make that look a little bit more like a piece of cloth. All right. And under here is going to be really darkened because that is his seatbelt. Also, right in here where his arm tucks into his body. This side maybe a little. And we've already done his face up pretty good, but let's go ahead and darken up right here. Matter of fact, we'll just go completely dark right there. And that looks good to me. Okay, so rest of this really doesn't need much, but I do want to start doing some highlights. Now, one thing I realized is I didn't put any highlights on the privateer himself, so we need to do that. Let's get... Don't believe I made the lighter blue, but I think we could go ahead and use the sky blue for that. Let's grab that color. Let's get on the color wheel here. No, that's the one we want to do it on, but we want to grab the color from here. So let's grab the color. Okay, we've got the color. Let's go to the highlights. And what we're going to do, we're going to stay on syrup. And let's get the top of his hat, right? Let's, top left, right? So that's going to be up this way. That looks good to me. Maybe a little bit on the edge here. Up top. Not really on that side, I don't think. Let's maybe a little bit with his jacket, perhaps, to this side of it. Maybe. Yeah, I like the way that looks. That's really light, though. But, you know what? I do like it. If his... Yeah, we don't want to put anything in there. You don't need much here. Just the stuff on the top side, really. Okay, that didn't curve. I don't like that. Let's back that off. There we go. I don't think I like that other one either. Yeah. I'm going to have to curve this myself. Yeah, see, because it's popping it. So let's just... Okay, we got that. Let's see. Who else is in here? Krista DeLorme has shown up today. What's going on, young man? How are you? Good to see you. Let me pop up my other stuff real quick. See what's going on over there, just in case. You never know when he's going to throw stuff at you. Let's see. It's good to see you, Christian. Looking forward to our next show. Hang on one second. We got an ad. Online. Let me mute that out. Waiting on it to finish playing through. Come on. So you can play my brother's next song. There we go. This one's called Undertow itself. There we go. Let's see. I really hope one of the songs your brother is planning to put on the Deep album isn't called Dolphin Love, I don't know, man. There's no telling my bro. He's crazy. Highlander is out of his mind. There's no telling what he's gonna do. I mean, you really don't know. He is crazy. Okay. Okay, I think on the jacket we need to do some. Yeah. I'm thinking like right here. And we really don't want much. Let's get some on the jacket here. Did that go in? That's weird. Let me look at something here. Huh. That's really weird. Okay, so I need to put some black here. Apparently. Let's get that black out. Stop it. Okay. Because apparently when I transferred the black, I didn't do all of the pistol. Okay, that's good. Like that. Maybe the edge of this a little bit. Not much. Let's change it back to... I might have done that on the wrong layer too, but you know what? I think at this point, I've jacked this up so much that I'm just going to go ahead and roll with it. Ah, that didn't even curve it. And I'm doing it wiggly. So let's... Yeah, it's... Okay, that's going to have to do it there. All right. He's got white gloves, so there's no highlight there. Let's see. Trying to think. I don't think he'd have any more highlights. Really don't. Okay, so that's the blue. We've already done the highlights on the red. I do want to look at maybe his epaulets, which is going to be that color. Where's my color screen? Okay, we'll just go ahead and put that on here. Let's see. We want that color right there. And for some reason, you guys really can't see this red that I'm using, but trust me, it is lighter than what I've been using for the regular red. Sorry, I'm concentrating a little bit here, guys. Yeah, I think that's going to be highlighted, right? And we'll just redo the blue line on the outside. That blue line on the outside it's the border for the whole thing. And I know you can barely see this, but trust me, on my sheet, it's pretty visible what we've got going here. So, okay, so we got that. I think that's going to do it for the highlights for that. This propeller back here. You really can't distinguish it, can you? Let's go ahead and give it the treatment, shall we? Let's get that blue again, which I've already grabbed, so I can just get it off my palette. And then let's get in here and do some stuff to it. Let's make a couple of sections, shall we? Okay. Let's see if I can fill this. I'm not promising I can, but let's see if I can do it. Nope, it does the whole page, so we can't do it on the color page. Let's put it on the highlights then. Back out of this. Get rid of those lines. And then go to the highlight section. Then I'll be able to do it. If you don't know, I actually screwed up and put all the colors and the black on one level on this thing, and it really messed things up. So okay, now let's see if we can do it. If I did that correctly. Nope, it's doing the whole thing. Shit. Okay. Turn it off. Go back. How many times have you guys seen me struggle with this, huh? I mean, it's ridiculous. Okay. Let's go in. Yeah, we've got it to where it'll fill it in. Oh, there's the gap right there. I was fixing to say I should be able to do it on this level. It's just damn it. Okay. Now I should be able to do it. Here we go. Yep, there you go. Boom. Got it. Okay. Now let's do another one.
So many great recommendations.
Yeah, Fire TV serves up the best options
First thing,
from all
let's
my apps
fill
in
that
one
in
place.
right there.
It just
Okay.
gets what I'm into.
Let's see what else we need to do. Let's do another section over
Get
here.
into more of what you're into with Fire TV.
Carol's been thinking about getting dentures for a while. Now feels like the right time. Good thing Aspen Dental offers affordable options, with dentures now 25% off, helping mothers of grooms feel their best.
Sorry about the ads, guys. I just refuse to pay for premium. When I'm watching things, I don't mind bouncing through the commercials. I really don't. Doesn't bother me. Now, if I ever break it big and end up YouTubing on the reg, I'll be making enough money to do that, so. Okay. There we go. And then we just take that and go, oh. And then we get that little section, go, oh. And we're done there. It's so much nicer. I mean, this is when I learned I've got to keep these things separated. You know what I mean? Got to keep it separated. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. He's looking. He says, I'm just checking on a reference pic if the front window of the Huey wouldn't reflect the sun washing it out of the cockpit. Yeah. I mean, it might, but this is a comic book, so, you know, I'm just trying to keep it simple. But it looks like you're good. Hard to judge when the sun is on some of the pics. Yeah, for sure. I'm seeing a white pixel on his belt buckle. Yeah, well, I've got to go through and do all the details for sure. No worries about the ads. Toss some coins to your bard, right? That's good. Let's see. Okay. So I'm just trying to make it the two rotors match. Just need to put some lines in, you know. Thusly. And we want to do it here too. Maybe mix in some of that green to let you know that that's behind it, right? I think I might have to grab that green from another level. Yes. That's going to be this color. And then we need to go back to the highlights. Remember, you got to stay on. You might be grabbing from another screen, but okay. So let's go ahead and draw where it would be going. It's going to be going up this way through it. We'll just draw a silhouette of it. All right. Maybe we'll give it one of these. All right. And then maybe give it a couple of these. Just to show that that's there. Behind it, right? What do you think? Yeah, that's gonna be all we need, I think. Okay. And then down here, we'll do some more of the blue. Now I'm kind of close. You need to step back every once in a while, like we said. Yeah, that looks cool. I like the way that looks. Yeah. That gives it a little depth, doesn't it? That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this section solid. And then we'll pop that in there. Okay. Let's do another section over here. Oh, that's wrong. Get rid of that. Because you're coming out from... The reason why I'm saying it's wrong is this is the center point, so we're coming out from there. So we need to start about here and come out. Yeah, that's better. Take that, put that in there. And now let's put some more. Oh, shit. What did it do? Start erasing? Okay. Put some more lines in it. Okay. I need to flip those two layers, don't I? Wait a minute. No, the black's on top of it. That is really strange. Oh, well. All right, let's clean up that black real fast. I think we're about done with the color portion of this, boys and girls, as far as I want to do. I mean, I'm going to come through here. I'm not going to bore you guys with the little tightening up of things, okay? I'm not going to do that. That'll bore the shit out of you, let me tell you. Like these little... like, if you look right there, there's a whole lot of dots in there I got to fill, right? You see a couple of green ones and a white one. I'm not going to sit there and make you guys watch me do all that, okay? But it's something that, you know, the cleanup process I'm going to do on my own. But since I'm showing it to you, I'll go ahead and do that. Now, what I was getting the black for something. Oh, yeah. Apparently, I don't have this line on the regular ink part. So, okay. Now, let's look at the gun itself. Let's see. We're going to want white here, I believe. So let's get some white. Where is my white? Okay, it's actually, I think it's on. No, that's the background color. I'm just going to have to grab it off the background color is what I'm going to have to do. There we go. Boom. Okay. Okay, and then we can get in here and do it. Okay, so we're still on the highlight page. All right. So we want to put a highlight on the muzzle in white. Oh, shit. I didn't change the color. Damn it. What the hell's wrong with me? Okay, there we go. Stop. Okay. I want to put the white top left, right? So we'll do that. And then we also want it on this side of the gun a little bit, I think. And then, oh yeah, here you go. Now this is going to give it a little bit of depth. The top of the trigger, right? Because that's on the top. Let's put a couple of lines in there to give it some oomph. Now what level am I doing this on? I'm doing it on highlights. Why is it? Okay. This is bugging me, but that's okay. Apparently I didn't copy over all the black, so this is something I'm just going to have to fix in the cleanup process. But right here is the one I'm thinking about. You want to show the edge of that a little bit, right? Like this. Okay, you're not going to see any highlight on the trigger or anything underneath it, but on the butt, we're going to see it there, aren't we? Yeah, that's going to make that gun look pretty cool. It really is. Okay. I like the way that looks. I don't know, guys. You tell me. What do you think? Let's put all the components together. Let's take a look at all of it. I think it looks pretty tough. Now, I don't have... Now, remember, we went from... this, from this right here. And by the way, if you look really closely, you can see where I changed the hand. Because look how big that gun was compared to his head. I had his hand way too big. If you take a good look. Okay? Right in here to the right of the picture, you can see how big I had that gun. And you make changes as you go along. You know? That's why you just plot the original pages. Like the next page we're going to work on will be this one, right? And I made changes to this one, okay? Just because you plot something out doesn't mean it has to stay that way. Take a look at the second panel in the middle there to the left. The original radar screen was supposed to be just a circular
operation running. That's why at
picture,
Grainger,
right?
we're here for you. With professional grade
But when I drew it, I said, man, I need to put some depth in here. Let's go ahead and make it
get it done.
Part of a panel, and around it we're going to have the sea and stuff like that. But you know, up here is going to be a lot of writing. You got to remember something when you're drawing this. There's going to be dialogue, so you have to have open spaces around the top and the bottom where you can put that stuff. You've got to be able to put the dialogue somewhere. It's a comic book, and it's not just pictures. You know, I'm not storyboarding a movie. Of course, you know, if guys really wanted to make a whole lot of money in Hollywood, they would take comic books and use them as a storyboard and just do it that way. But they just can't seem to do that for some reason. But let's see what they're talking about in the chat. Vince is giving me the thumbs up about the ads conversation. The gun would make Dirty Harry jealous. No doubt, right? Wasn't it just too big? I was like, no, man, that's crazy. I'm here now at work. Oh, well, then, you know, if my man is here, we've got to give him his due, don't we? Pretty sure we do. He made it. See, sometimes when you're at work, you just ain't got time to jump in way early. But you know who this is. It may say FKHC 2005, but we know what his name is. There are some who call me Tim. That's right. Tim is here. But like I was talking about, you're not always going to keep it the same. I mean, you're going to, you know, you might find something's going to work better for dramatic effect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hyped for some of these panels I'm going to do for you guys, though. I mean, these, now, no doubt, these are important panels. This sets up the fight that's coming, right? You've got this one here, the initial strafing run of the helicopter we got to work on, right? That's the, you know, the first big splash page of the whole book, right? With the Hind helicopter coming in there and tearing up the deck, right? Those are cool, but hang on a second. Let me see if I can upload some of these. But these are important pages. I mean, you're telling a story, and not all of them are going to be exciting pictures. You know what I mean? Like that right there. The first time you see the privateer, all you see is his gritted teeth and his mustache. That's all you see in the book. Okay? And in that panel right there, he's telling this one right here, this is his crew flying the helicopter, and they're above the ship seeing what's going on, but these guys can't see him. They've actually folded space, and they're seeing on a monitor what's going on. That whole windscreen is a monitor, so they can see where they're going to jump to before they jump. That way they don't crash into that helicopter, right? You guys are going to enjoy the tech in this. It's not time travel. It's folding of space. So, you know, they can jump. They're actually flying in a time where there's nothing in the area, and they've heard about this, and they're going to check it out, and so they folded space to a place before this all happens, right? And they're monitoring it to see what's going on, and then he comes jumping in. But if you go to my Subscribe Star page, you'll see a lot of these pictures that I'm looking forward to showing you guys, man. Really. Let me pop this up real quick. That way I could show you some of this stuff. Let's see. Let me scroll down to the first set of. And by the way, if you go to my Subscribe Star page, let me pull this over here where you guys could see it. If you go to my Subscribe Star page, you can see all this. It just costs $5 for the artwork, and it costs $1 for all the written word. But like this page here, this is when, let's see, view original download. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, so this right here is that's where a torpedo they drop hits the front of the deck, and the helicopter's coming in for another pass, and then you see the privateer again in this panel right here at the bottom, and all you see is his eyes, right? And his eye patch, which is high tech, by the way. But this next one is going to be one of my favorite ones. It's the first time you see him in all his glory, right? You go here. Hang on. For some reason, it made it go back to the beginning of the page.
Before Shopify, were you wondering where my
that
sales
right
at?
there is the
But now
script
you're
for the
selling
entire
Shopify.
first
Get easy
issue.
selling online, in
But
person, and
this
beyond.
is one of my
Discover how
favorite panels,
millions of
dude.
entrepreneurs use
This is
Shopify to
where
ignite their selling.
what you're
Sign up
seeing
for
in
a
this one
$1
is
per month
up
trial
here,
period at
where I'm taking the
shopify.com/YouTube
the magnifying glass to. The Huey is actually folding space long enough to drop him out of it, and then it's going to fold space back. You're going to see the effect around the helicopter. Okay. And this is the door, in the cover. Let me pop this all back up so you can see it in all its glory so far. And get rid of the sketch so his shirt doesn't look so dirty. You see, he's riding in the side of the helicopter, and that one panel where all you saw was his eyes, what he says in that panel is, "Bring me in low," right? And then what happens is he jumps out of the helicopter between the hind helicopter that's coming into strafe and the woman on the deck that can't get up. She's injured and she can't get up, right? And you see he's diving out of the helicopter. He's got his rifle in his hand. His pistol is actually in his belt holster, and that's his sword right there. He's got a sword, a flintlock, two flintlocks. One's the pistol type, and the other one is a musket. It's a rifle. So he's jumping between, everything that's going on in her. And you see that line around him is a shield. And I think I've already explained it to you. It's like an energy shield that sucks up energy. So it'll just make the bullets drop to the ground instead of ricocheting. Because he don't want to hurt anybody, right? So, yeah. And I'm looking forward to showing all of this stuff to you. Let's see. Tim says, what story? There is no story. Back to the salt mine, he says. Back to work I go. All right, Tim. Thanks for checking it out, man. Thinking of Jaws, you didn't get to see the shark until 2/3 into the movie. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to build the suspense, right? Yeah, for sure. Anyway, there's several of these pictures that I can't wait to get to, man. Really, I mean, I think they're going to be awesome as hell, and I think you guys are going to really dig them. And like I said, I've been working on this for a long time. I mean, this one's one of my favorite ones right here. This is the one where the captain draws down on him when he's helping the girl, and he doesn't know who this guy is. He's got no clue who this dude is. All he knows is his fucking boat's under attack, right? And the captain draws down on him, and he gets up, and he tells him, "Captain, I'm not your enemy." And he says, "They were." And whenever he turns around, He fires one shot. Of course, what you don't know is the flintlock is actually a high-tech weapon that can auto-fire and all that shit, but he only shoots 3 times. He shoots one at the rotors of the helicopter and one at the helmet of both guys, right? Inside the cockpit of the helicopter. And while he's doing it, the captain's unloading on him. And you'll see the bullets all go into his back and fall to the ground, right? And that's him pointing and shooting the gun. And these are actually going to be the crosshairs of what he's seeing through his eye when he fires each shot. He doesn't miss with this thing. It's high tech, right? So I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be really cool to get this out there to you guys. I wish I didn't have a job and this is all I could do. I think that would be great, but that is not the world we live in. And it looks like we're about to end the show because I forgot to put this thing on Never on my iPad, so it's killed the stream now. But that's cool. That's perfect timing because it's about time for us to wrap for today. But I just want you to get a feel for what we're going to work on coming up. We're going to go to page 1 and just start doing black work. And when I get bored with that, what we're going to do is, because my plan here, guys, is to release, I'm going to do the first 3 and then release it over a year. Okay? Once I get close to where I can, start releasing them, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it digitally because I don't have the money to friggin' pay publishers. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe I can get advertising for it and stuff. But I think the first one you're going to see is going to come out on the internet. And of course, you'll be a nominal fee to read it and everything, And I'm going to do one each quarter. I'm going to put out one each quarter. And then at the end of the year, during the holidays, to give myself a break, I'm going to release those 3 as one collected edition, right? One graphic novel kind of thing. Each big story is going to have 3 parts to it, right? Because I want you guys to experience, I know you've probably heard me say this a million times, but I'll say it again. I want you guys to experience a comic book the way I did. I mean, a lot of these guys, they do the they do a lot of the graphic novel types. They tell a big story in 80 pages and everything. And I want you to see it the way I did. I want the cliffhanger ending for you. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. And that's what I'm hoping to achieve with this. Vince says, if the blast wave blows off her clothes, you'll have at least one guaranteed sale. Hey, Vince, I'm just like you, dude. I think the female form is the greatest thing that ever got invented. And don't worry. There's going to be plenty of sexy looking chicks in my book. Believe that. Don't you worry about that at all. But boys and girls, we have reached that time in the show where it's time to wrap up. And that means that I have to change the music because there's one song my brother wants me to play during this part of the show. Let's see if I'm going to get an ad here. Let's see. Nope, there it is. It's called Shifty Breeze. And by the way, Sharkin' for Pearls and Undertow are everywhere where you can get your music. And Vince has already put up all the links for you, so definitely go check that out. Any suggestions what color I should use for outer space? Just black would be too much. Thinking of blue and dark blues. I tell you what, man, let me show you a background that I used just recently for a thumbnail. It may be here on my screen here. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so let me bring this up real fast. I'll pause it, and then I'll bring this over and share it with you. Hang on. Let me find it. Just take me a second to do, buddy. All right. That's the end of the video, and then there it is, and pause. Okay. What you want to do, Vince, in my opinion, this is my humble opinion now, okay? when it comes, you're right. Straight black sucks. All right. But there's all kinds of gases in space and stuff like that. You've got nebulas and all that good stuff. You can use any color palette you want. If you look at this right here, this is the thumbnail I used for my Patriot Gamer After Dark show, right? And if you look at it, it's got a nebula in the background. All you're seeing really here is the yellows, but there was some greens in here too. I wish I had just that to show you, but I may have something like it in my thingamabob here. Hang on one second. Let me check out my thumbnails real fast. Let's see. I may have one. Not sure. It doesn't look like I do. But just look up space and you'll see what I'm talking about. Space wallpaper. Just type in space wallpaper. Here, let's try it real quick on my browser, shall we? Let's take a look at that real quick. Up here. Space wallpaper. I hope we don't run over. We're not going to. I'll just speed run through everything we got coming up. But yeah, look at these. Okay, I think that's pretty close to the one I used. That may be the exact one I used. But you see what I'm talking about? You can put a nebula in there. It doesn't have to take up the whole thing. And also, as much as I hate to say it, lens flare, right? Lens flare effect. Let's take a look at this full view. You see all the different things they've got in that one right there? That's a good example. You know what I'm saying? Just type in space wallpaper and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah. You'll get, yeah. It doesn't have to be straight black, man. Absolutely. Let's see. It looks like the star field is bluish gray. Yeah. I mean, it's just, just depends on what you want to put out there. You can put whatever you want in there, man. It's a piece of art. You can do whatever you want. Okay, boys and girls, you're watching Sketching the Privateer, the story of America's pirate patriot. We do this every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. So, and Vince, please put your little shtick in there before I get to the end of the show, man. I want to read that. I think it's great what you say to people before we get out of here. Let me check Rumble real quick and see if anybody chimed in over there besides our good friend Vince. Now, he was by himself in the Rumble chat. X, Rumble, you guys talk to us, man. I'm monitoring everything these days. So, but come see us every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. We do this every week. And then don't forget to check out our good friend John tonight on Game Night with John on Pop Culture Minefields channel. He starts at 8 p.m. and he's wrapping up the final season of the Telltale series of The Walking Dead. Don't forget about that at 8 p.m. Central Time tonight on Pop Culture Minefields channel. Then at Saturdays at 9 p.m., it's the MF Roadhouse on Jed Revenwolf's channel. Just a bunch of friends getting together and shooting the shit. You guys come check that out every Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Time on Jed Revenwolf's channel. And then Sunday, the pregame show that's better than anything on YouTube. Just a bunch of fans getting together and talking about the NFL. At 10 a.m. Central Time every Sunday morning, we give you our tailgate. This time it's week 5. Damn Buccaneers let me down last night. I love Baker Mayfield, and he lost. It sucks. But, we must endeavor to persevere. Come check out our pregame party every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, 2 hours before kickoff of your afternoon slate of games. And then Monday morning, it's Halloween. But we're still doing military movies with military tie-ins. This time, it's The Keep. Tonight, they will all face the evil. Yes. You guys come check that out on Military Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel with Gary and Anima and Martin and myself. And hopefully Pope will be there too. Military Mondays on Pop Culture Minefields channel every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time, it's Only Talk and Roll. And this time we got a real treat. If you haven't seen the shorts and videos that That 70s Rock Fan has been putting out, our good friend Brian traveled to the States to go see Judas Priest and Sabaton, the same show that Lost Wolfen went and saw last week, told us about Wednesday. he came to the States to see it, and he's shot some really cool video. So you guys go check that out. And he's going to be breaking that down for us this Monday at 4 p.m. Central Time on his channel. That's 70s Rock Fans channel. It's Only Talk and Roll at 4 p.m. Central Time. And then at 5 p.m. Central Time on a new day, it's The Brothers Hack the Matrix. Everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2024 through today's headlines. The Brothers Hack the Matrix every Monday at 5 p.m. Central Time going forward. And then Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Central Time, it's Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And we get back to Brutal Legend Part 7 this week. I'm in uncharted territory. I have not been to this part of the game yet, so let's see how I react. So far, we've seen Rob Halford, Ozzy Osbourne, and Lemmy from Motorhead in the game. Let's see who we see next this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time on my channel. And then, of course, everything pop culture comes your way on State of the Atmosphere on Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll break down the box office. I'm sure we're going to be talking Joker. I'm going to see it this weekend. I've been looking forward to it, but boy, the critics don't like it. And, well, I mean, I think the critics are split, but the people in our circle that have gone to see it don't have anything good to say about it. But I committed to going. I was hyped for this one, so I'm going. I'll have a review for it for you, and everything else pop culture, including the Sweeney spot. We got to keep up with our America's Girlfriend, don't we? So you guys come check that out Wednesday on Hump Day at 5:30 p.m. in the evening Central Time. And then it's right back around to sketching the Privateer. So for myself, Vince Womack, and everybody else that showed up in the chat, thanks for coming. And Vince says, before we get out of here, he says, Sabaton. Hell yeah, man. And he's got links for everybody that I do shows with in there too. You guys go check the links. He's smiling about that one. And he also tells everybody, cheerio, guys and gals. See you next time, and stay nerdy, everybody, and have yourself a great weekend. Yes, the Sweeney spot. We got to have it on Wednesdays. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for me. You guys take it easy, and until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.